Welcome to another fantastic episode of the Road Trip Podcast. I'm your host, Greg Gallagher, with Christopher Walker, the other host.
Yep.
What's up, dude?
What up?
So this is going to be a really important episode because we're going to really get into the nitty gritty, the nuts and bolts, the meats and potatoes, the pancakes and jam,
Pancakes and bacon?
syrup, pancakes and eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon.
Whatever your cup of tea is.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is a pretty valuable tool that Chris and I have been using for the last 5-6 plus years, and it's been in the last couple of years it's becoming more and more mainstream and accepted, and more research has come out, more and more amazing results of people that have been doing it have come out, and so we're gonna really kind of get down to the practical steps of what is it? Why would you want to do it? How do you go about doing it? And pretty much, how do you get the best results with intermittent fasting for your specific goals?
Sounds good.
Sounds good in the hood.
Like a good episode.
So first of all, what is intermittent fasting? We'll just start there, just in case anyone's like, well, they're not really sure. Like, what the hell? What is this thing?
Yeah. Instead of doing a longer fast, basically, a fast is basically abstaining from caloric intake, right? So water fast would be like, you just drink water.
For like whatever, 2, 3, 4, 7 days.
Yeah, 14, 30,
14 days.
40. There's people do that to cure themselves of diseases and stuff, or to really cleanse the body. But you can take that really good benefit of those water fasts and then reduce it into something that you can do on a daily basis, and that's intermittent fasting.
Right. So instead of going,
so it's more sustainable.
Right. Instead of going 7 days, which can be really, really hard, and there's going to be muscle strength loss, and it's not going to be that lifestyle friendly, of course. We're social, we like to go enjoy nice foods. Like the idea of not eating for a couple days, 3, 4, 7 days is weird, but so you can get a lot of those benefits. But just fasting instead of for a few days, you maybe do you wake up, but you don't eat for the first 6-8 hours a day, or maybe you have this window where you only eat your calories between certain time frame. We'll get into all that stuff, but basically it's a short fast each day.
Yep. Yeah, and we've kind of reduced it. Like a lot of people do all these different counting, like hour counting and stuff.
It's not lifestyle friendly.
Yeah, it's just kind of neurotic at a certain point.
And and that's the thing is we'll get into is that you don't want intermittent fasting to control your life. It's a tool to help your life.
Tool,
if you're like, oh my God, Chris wants to get Chipotle at 12:30, but I can't break my fast till 1. Sorry, Chris, can't eat till 1. Or you're like you're getting home from the movie theater, like you haven't finished your daily food intake for what you need, and then you're like, I got home 5 minutes too late, I can't finish my last meal.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah. So it helps to be flexible with it, and what we say is usually skip breakfast.
Skip breakfast.
Yeah.
So then let's kind of start off with before we really get into like how to structure it, and how to do it effortlessly, so it's actually pretty easy. What are some of the benefits of doing intermittent fasting as opposed to doing what everyone else does, eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, whatever, etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean the benefits basically it allows your body a period of time every day to focus on something other than digesting, which in this case ends up being like your it gives you a period of time to heal your gut every day. To kind of have a lot of people have really good focus during the fast, and if you're skipping breakfast as your fast, then that's a good period of time every day to be very focused because you have to be at work. You want to be doing good work during that period of time, and so those are some of the benefits. There's also helps increase insulin sensitivity. It's going to help you lose body fat.
And it kicks up autophagy, which is the body's process and recycling waste materials, which is very, very beneficial. It lowers IGF-1, which can drive cancer cells and stuff like that. So it's good for health. Reduces the risk of Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease. The benefits are pretty extensive. You get this huge growth, and some research points to 2,000% increase of growth hormone in men, 1,100% in women. You get this huge surge in growth hormone, which is great from a fat loss standpoint.
I think that study was a 24-hour fast.
So it's not
22 hours or something.
Yeah, it's right around that.
But it's still, massive amount of growth hormone.
Yeah, when you're fasting, its insulin is low. Growth hormone can really do its job, and when you got low insulin, elevated growth hormone, you're really in the perfect state to burn fat, and that growth hormone also helps preserve muscle protein.
And it'll help with the anabolic rebound.
Right.
Yeah, which has been shown on in studies that is a thing. Like when you're fasting, I remember seeing a study of a 10-day water fast, and they measured steroid hormone levels in these subjects, and they were guys, and their testosterone specifically dropped. There was one dude, it dropped. I think he started at he started at what did he say?
600-700
700, maybe 800. He started in 800, like 815.
That's pretty high,
Yeah, pretty solid level. Over 10 days, it only really dropped to 600, something like
Really?
mid sixes. Yeah, but then the anabolic rebound came into effect one day after he started eating again. His testosterone doubled.
It went to 16.
It went
100.
to
Or 1200. It
no,
doubled.
I think it actually went to 1600.
I
think it doubled off of the
That's insane.
the initial. Yeah.
Wow.
And that was that was like the hormones, doing their job. Afterward, you don't have to do it for 10 days, but you can do that on a micro level. That you're gonna have the same type of anabolic rebound. It might not be as pronounced as that, but you can if you're doing it every day, it's gonna definitely add up.
So, and the benefits are pretty extensive from all that. I mean, this is something that is really helpful. And if you think back to, our hunter-gatherer ancestors, the idea of breakfast is relatively a new phenomenon. Back when we were hunting for food, we had to go and seek food before, all this, the agricultural revolution. Breakfast, we didn't really eat in the morning. For the day, we would do our tasks. We would hunt, forage, and we'd typically have these large dinners at night. Even not even too long ago, humans would just skip breakfast, maybe eat something light in the afternoon, and just have these big feasts. This is what this is what our body is really primed for in an evolutionary perspective. When you think about it, when you're in the Ori Hofmeckler, he wrote a book called The Warrior Diet. It's a very interesting read, but he talked about the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. So if you think about, you have this big turkey Thanksgiving dinner, you got the turkey, you got the potatoes, you got all the fixings, and maybe an apple pie. You eat that big meal. Are you ready to go conquer the day after that? No, you want to sit down and watch football and fall asleep because your parasympathetic system has kicked in. Versus, when you're in the fasted state, when you haven't eaten much, you're light, you actually trigger your sympathetic nervous system, which keeps you alert and focused. So as far as being as high functioning as possible, when you kind of fast for the first kind of half of the day, you're alert, you're focused. When your body adapts to it, so you're actually used to it, and your body, your hormones adapt, so your adrenaline gets, starts, you have certain appetite regulating hormones. When they adapt to it, in the day you're focused. You can think clearly. You want to work hard. You drink a little coffee, which heightens that effect. Like you're all cylinders. And then when you eat at night, like your night is your time to relax and recharge, and it's this really amazing lifestyle. I mean, and also like further on, one of the other benefits is that getting a lot of people have this goal to have a great body. They want to get lean, they want to get fit, they want to look good, but they also want to be able to have fun. They want to be able to enjoy nice dinners. They want to be able to enjoy nice foods. They want to be able to eat dessert. They don't want to just starve themselves on little pieces of chicken and broccoli and brown rice and always feel like they're waiting for the next meal, and they always feel like they're never fully satiated. Well, intermittent fasting, when you do it properly, that will give you the ability to eat amazing meals while dropping fat, feeling full every day, feeling satisfied. So it's not this crazy, obsessive, painful journey to get lean. It's a walk in the park. Like Chris and I last night. Chris is in Toronto, staying with me, and I took him to this restaurant called District Eatery. I should get a lot of money for sponsoring them.
It was really good.
It was really good. District Eatery.
If they hear this, we really like your flank steak, and we would love some kind of gift card or something.
Some gift card or something.
Yeah.
Well, we went there and we had this amazing big steak, roasted cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, delicious potatoes, and we had a few of these carrot, orange juice, rum cocktails. We had this huge meal. It was amazing. And you know what? I think we both woke up quite a bit leaner because we didn't eat 6 meals a day. We fasted. We had some nice low activity. And boom, that's the cool thing with fasting. When you adapt to it, you can enjoy life. You have no idea how many times I come to restaurants and this and that, and people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you eat that much and stay lean. It's like, no, I do intermittent fasting, and it makes that it makes that enjoyable. And one of the big issues I think that a lot of people have is that they diet and then they rebound up. They diet and they rebound up. Well, if you're fasting, it's very difficult to pack on weight fast because you can't eat 4,000 or 5,000 calories easily if you're not eating until for the first half of the day until 1 p.m. or 4 p.m. or 5 p.m.
Yeah, it's a great tool.
And the other interesting thing is that a lot of people I talk to, if they eat first thing in the morning, they feel like snacking all day.
Oh yeah, that happens to me too.
Yeah, so supposedly what's going on is that in the morning cortisol is very high. When you eat, it secretes a large spike in insulin, and that causes your blood sugar levels to rapidly very soon after
and then they drop like an hour later,
and then you get these sugar cravings.
False hunger, yeah.
You get this false hunger. So a lot of people I know, if they skip breakfast, it's easier for them to control the appetite skipping breakfast than actually eating breakfast.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff. So basically, it's very, very effective. And also having that period where you're not eating for half the day, that really allows your body to be in a fat burning state. You're in a catabolic state, but catabolic is breakdown. Doesn't mean catabolic's all bad. It's good to break down body fat. That's what you want to do. And then when you go to your large eating phase, you're in an anabolic surge phase. You get that surge in testosterone. You have that overfeeding. You're bringing all these calories in your body. Your nutrition partitioning is improved. Your insulin sensitivity is improved. So you actually bring a lot of those nutrients into your muscle tissue. A lot of people that do my programs, they're blown away. They drop 20 pounds of fat, but they're stronger and they have better muscle development. Having that two-phase system where you can break down body fat and then pack on muscle, it seems like there is some pretty powerful benefit there. So, boom, you're sold. You're cooked. You're ready to go. How do you do it? So, pretty simple. You wake up. You don't eat breakfast. Drink some water. Sparkling water or club soda, whatever. That actually helps fill your stomach for 0 calories. And then coffee, Americanos, black coffees, also help blunt appetite. What I find is that if I drink coffee right away, I can't suppress my appetite as long. If I wait a couple hours then drink coffee, I can suppress it longer. It's random, but it works.
Yeah, you've been doing that for 2 years now.
Yeah, I'll wait maybe an hour or two, not crazy long. Then I'll have a coffee, and then I don't just slam the coffee. I slow drink it. I find that way it suppresses it a little bit longer, and then and you don't have to be too rigid. Like Chris and I said, some people are so neurotic, but are like, oh my god, I gotta wait till exactly this time. But at first maybe you just go 3 hours into the day, and then you eat you eat something, or maybe you do 6 hours. Listen to your body and see see what works best for you, and you can have a light meal in the around noon or afternoon, a big dinner, a late night snack, or you can go all the way to dinner, eat this huge dinner and have something else at night, or you can have a big lunch, a light dinner. Just go with the strategy that best suits you.
Yeah, exactly. People think there's just some secret way you have to do it, but it like you said, it can just be flexible.
Yeah, don't
fit your lifestyle.
Don't go crazy. And sometimes when I was in LA with Chris, we had some huge dinners some nights, and the next day we just go 24 hours because we had so much food. We did a couple 24 hours.
Yeah, if you eat a lot, you don't get hungry. So.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not too complicated stuff. All of my fitness courses that I built, I use intermittent fasting in them because I find it extremely effective, and it's not just about doing intermittent fasting. You got to have the right calorie intake for your goals, the right macronutrients. You have to have the healthy intake of the right foods. All this stuff is important. You have to know how to adjust your calorie intake. If you hit a plateau, you have to stack that with the right training to create the right look so you can promote the muscle growth. So if you go to ketojourney.com, you can actually do my physique quiz where I pinpoint what is your physique type, what's the exact program you need to follow to actually get that lean, chiseled look that no one really teaches anymore. No one teaches you how to get that look like movie stars. They might speak to it, but they're giving you the wrong advice that everyone else does that no one really gets that result. So if you go to ketojourney.com, I'll give you my physique quiz. You can do it for free, find out exactly what you need to do, and it's really powerful.
Awesome. Take the Kino Journey.
ketojourney.com, KINOjourney.com, and we will see you very soon for another episode.
Thanks for listening and watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and leave a review. We would really appreciate it. Every single review matters, and we will see you on the next episode.